Hello my fellow Trailblazers. In today's video, we're going to talk about power creep, which has become a problem it seems, and there are many people who are talking about it. First thing first, what is a power creep? You ever look at a new Honkai Star Rail's character kit, because, well, we're talking about this game, and think, wait a minute, why does this do everything better than my old characters? That's what you would call power creep. The fine tradition of making your day one characters feel like they're using wooden sticks, while the new ones bring a nuclear arsenal. So, here's the situation. New characters are hitting the game with damage numbers so high you'd think they hacked their way in. It's a natural part of gacha game life. New toys gotta look shinier so people would want to pull for them, but sometimes it feels like they accidentally set the balance dial to obliterate. In Star Rail, you can clearly see the shift. Day 1 DPS, solid, respectable, does their job. New DPSs, besides the fact that they casually delete bosses in a turn and a half or in a single turn, what else do they do? Let me think. Healing your team, summoning a freaking dragon or a pet, paying your bills, and tucking you in at night. The only thing that they don't do maybe is like washing your dishes. And maybe we'll get that in the future content or like future characters. But what do I know? It's not just numbers, it's versatility. New kits are packed with bonus utility and free buffs. Like there would be a new character that would give your team like 10 different buffs, while the older character not only has no considerable or strong buff with the current standards of the game, but maybe they just do a flat amount of damage. That was good for back in earlier days. Let me give you a funny example. It's like upgrading from a Nokia brick phone to the latest smartphone. Sure, the Nokia still works. It will probably survive the heat death of the universe, but here's the thing. Would you really want to use that Nokia brick phone for your daily life? Exactly. Unless Hoyoverse lets my old DPSs send holograms and make coffee, they're just not keeping up. Now, this isn't just Hoyoverse being evil masterminds. Well, I mean, mostly. It is a business model. New characters drive banner sales. If the old ones stayed equally strong, a lot of people would simply skip pulling and spending money. And keep this in mind that Honkai Star Rail is a free-to-play game. So there are two options for them to make revenue and make money. The first option is to use microtransactions, such as selling skins or cosmetics for the characters. The second option is just pushing for new banners, which is what they're doing. Also keep this in mind, with each update they try to make newer content slightly harder, so strong characters feel like a necessity. If you don't pull the new characters, you feel like you are being left behind. And of course, there is the good old limited resources excuse. No, they cannot always rework and readjust all the characters without delaying the new releases. No, they cannot do that. To be fair, they did that with 4 5-star characters, which are Kafka, Silverwolf, and Jinglu, and Blade. Now let's talk about possible solutions for power creep. This was actually one of the solutions that they did, which is readjusting and retweaking some of the older characters. But seemingly, one of the consequences of this was not getting any 4-star characters. And there are other possible solutions too, which they're doing, such as path rotation in endgame. So they make contents where a less used path is heavily rewarded. Another possible solution, character modification via events. So it doesn't matter what character you're using, they would get crazy synergies or like different bonuses or massive buffs or extra scaling or stuff like that. Also, I looked around on the internet to maybe find more solutions or come up with my own solutions, but I wasn't really able to. So yes, it is frustrating. But let me remind you something. This business model is in fact so successful that a lot of these gacha game companies are showering in money. If this business model didn't work, they wouldn't use it. It does create excitement for the new characters. There is a reason that you're excited for newer characters and new stories and new patches and updates. It's because of this very reason. Let's imagine it as a wheel. This wheel has to keep on spinning. Every single new character has to be better in some way or another compared to the previous character. With every spin, the next spin has to be better, stronger, faster, and it goes on and on and on. It cannot stop. So I get it. I am a player just like you are, and it is frustrating. I get it. But at the same time, there is only so much time and so much resources that you have to work on this game. You gotta give credit where credit is due. They showed us that they're willing to listen to you because they worked on and readjusted some of these older characters, maybe just as an experiment to see if the players would be happy or just where things would go, but they did it nonetheless. So what I'm saying is, you are right to be frustrated, but at the same time, there are not that many solutions for this. If you feel like I'm wrong and you have a possible solution for this, I'll be happy and I'll appreciate you to drop a comment and let me know. But as of right now, admittedly, this is a problem, but at the same time, this is the very reason why you are excited every single time for the new patches and new updates, and why you need to push and push and push this wheel no matter what. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I've seen people talking about this and saying that, hey, this is becoming more and more obvious, and yes, power creep is a real problem in Star Rail, but in reality, there's only so much you can do. And I just wanted to talk about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. And I'll see you, boys and gals, in the next one. Peace.